Borneo, the third biggest island in the world and home to one of the oldest rainforests. It's one of the world's most biodiverse places, with rare and endangered animals and an array of unique plant life. We've journeyed to Borneo's most northerly point and crossed over to its eastern coast, but it's now time to discover Borneo's wilderness as we head into the jungle in search of exotic birds, blood-sucking creatures, unique primates, and of course the famous orangutan. Life is either a daring adventure or nothing at all. Helen Keller. Good morning, welcome back to Sandakan here in the Malaysian state of Sabah. We're very excited today because today we are heading into the nature. We're going to go and find orangutans, head into the jungle, do a trip down the river. So it's going to be a fun, action-packed, adventurous day. By complete chance, we bumped into our friend and local guide, Jonathan.
I can't believe you're here.
You're picking somebody up from here?
Yeah.
Ah.
Right. And you're the best guide on the whole of the country.
You're going to Sepalok now?
Yeah. We just came from the island.
Ah.
Oh, that's amazing.
That's right.
Amazing.
We love Jonathan. We're going to link in all his details because he is the top photographer here in this area
and
of Sandakan.
our first ever guide here in Borneo.
He helped us find
12
a T-Rex.
years ago, probably,
He
or
helped us
something.
find a T-Rex.
We see a T-Rex.
A T-Rex. It's funny, we went out for dinner with him the other night, if you saw the last episode. But today he's also heading to Sepalok with a tour group, so I'm sure we'll bump into him there. So yeah, now we're going to pack up the car, get ready, and go and pick Jamie up from his hotel.
It's interesting, isn't it? Because Jonathan is one of the reasons that we come back to Sabah. When you meet great people who just like make you feel at home, and Jonathan is one of those people. We've stayed in touch since, I don't know, 2014. Love him, great guy.
All of the tyres look all right. If you watched the last episode, you'll know that we woke up to a flat tyre at the back, but no, they're all looking good this morning. I just love these headlights. How cool are these lights? Okay. All right. Let the adventure begin. Jumpa lagi.
Bye, thank you.
It was a great hotel. They really looked after us, especially with the flat tyre. Rice, he helped us, the head of security helped us go and get it repaired in the last episode. Morning.
Morning.
Okay, we've got Jamie in the car again today, so he's coming on a road trip for the next couple of weeks. Woo. Right, let's hit the road. So Sepalok, the main orangutan rehabilitation centre, is actually about 40-45 minutes drive from Sandakan. So not too far to go to start the day this morning.
It's very, very humid and there are lots of mosquitoes because you're in the jungle. But worry not, we are equipped with mosquito spray and clothing appropriate for the mosquitoes, as we like to call them.
Although Jamie's got his shorts on. Don't worry, I've got lots of mosquito spray. It's a nice bright morning this morning. The sun's starting to burn through the clouds. It is still the end of the rainy season, so it can be a little bit unpredictable, and as we always say, a rainforest has rain, But at the moment, it looks like we're in for a hot, sweaty walk around Sepilok.
Oh, good. With frizzy hair, we love a hot, sweaty day.
So you can tell we're getting a little bit closer because in the roundabout here, there's a great big statue of an orangutan.
And a couple of proboscis.
Yeah. Welcome to Sepilok. Okay, who's ready to go and find some orangutans? You ready? Have you put mozzie spray on? You're in shorts.
Yeah, I've got my mozzie spray on. I've got my water.
We look like we're going on a David Attenborough safari. Jamie looks like he's going to a football match.
Not about to the gym.
He's going to the gym.
Jungle gym.
So yeah, it opens at 9 AM. The first feeding's at 10. So Marianne and Jamie have just gone back to the car to put the bags in because you're not allowed to take the camera bags. I paid, it was 120 Malaysian ringgit for 3 of us and also 3 cameras because you have to just pay a small fee to be able to take your camera in. If you do bring a bag, then they actually have lockers in this building here that you can leave your luggage. Selamat pagi.
Hello, selamat pagi.
Tiga camera. This is the start of the walkway. They've actually got a really good wooden walkway that leads you all to the rehabilitation centre, which is the first point that we're going. And then we'll spend a bit of time there, and then we've got about an hour till the first feed at the feeding station starts. One thing you do notice as soon as you come in is the humidity. The air goes hot and sweaty. And, oh, Marianne spotted something.
It's a male.
This wild orangutan is locally known as Malin. He is the dominant male in this area. You can tell that by his large cheek pads, or flanges on his face.
So in all the times we've been coming to Sepilok, we have never, ever got this close to an orangutan.
Huge male. And there's another one in the trees there. I can see the trees moving. They're so big.
That is the biggest male orangutan I've ever seen in my life. And he came face to face with us. What a beaut.
We've actually spotted a baby as well.
Oh my
We don't want to get too close to the male.
And there's
Hey,
one
look.
up above as well.
Huh?
Is there one? Oh look, it's a baby. Is he still down there?
Oh, his baby's coming back, look. He's wandering down.
Male's still ahead.
Is he? Where is
Yeah,
he?
he's still on the walkway.
Oh, yeah.
Fence panel.
Malin isn't a rescued orangutan. He's completely wild, but now has a girlfriend here in Sepilok, so keeps coming back for some female attention. We stayed back to make sure we gave him lots of space.
And he's coming back now. I think we should move back.
Oh, okay, he's coming.
They should give you some kind of instruction on what to do.
Just back up.
Yeah.
Back up, Maz, back up, back up.
Keep moving. Keep moving.
Go on, back.
Okay.
No, he's right there. Okay,
Okay,
we're good.
go. Terima kasih. Faster, faster.
Okay.
Don't stop. Don't stop.
Oof. Yeah, that's it. So the ranger just moved us on because apparently the male's heading back this way, so he's a little bit large. So we just walked past one of the rangers who said that actual male orangutan is 25 years old and they haven't seen him for a while. So we were very lucky to see him today. So he's come back for a little visit. Who knows? Maybe we'll see him on the feeding station. That would be spectacular. What a fantastic start to the day. Let's see what else we can spot.
Of all the nature and the trees that we have here in this jungle, I still say that these vines that are climbing up the trees, each and every tree in fact, are just incredible. The parasitic plants, they call them, are one of my favourites. They are my favourites.
I love that occasionally you get strange bird noises coming out the tops of the trees and the noise of all the bugs. This is the nursery now.
Yeah, it's 100% cute factor now, from now on.
Selamat pagi.
Selamat pagi. Yeah, you will be overdosed with cuteness.
Ah, there's Jonathan again. Thought we may bump into him. The nurseries at Sepilok house and care for approximately 25 orphaned orangutans. The very vulnerable ones are first housed in the indoor nursery, but here in the outdoor nursery are the more advanced orangutans. You get to watch them playing and perfecting their skills from the comfort of an air-con viewing gallery. There are no fences. These orangutans now have free access to the forest, so can venture off whenever they want to. Is it just me, or does this one remind you of a guy stood in the pub after a few too many beers? Hi, selamat pagi. Good morning.
Selamat pagi.
We're heading down to the feeding station now. 10 o'clock every morning. They feed the orangutans that have been released into the wild, and for a while they come back and eat before they head off into the jungle.
Yeah.
And there's no guarantee you're going to see orangutans, but we've been here quite a few times, and so far every time we've been here at the feeding platform we've seen them, and we've seen so many today already. So
yeah, I think
it's a good day.
I think they just basically put food out, so if there are any orangutans that have left and gone into the wild that need a bit more support, there's an option there for them.
Yeah, there's another one on the walkway. We're getting it all today.
We just stop here.
Don't stop.
Keep
Oh,
moving.
don't stop.
Okay.
Just keep moving.
We've been a bit lucky today, haven't we, with all these orangutans on the pathway. So we've come down to the feeding station. Everybody's lined up waiting for it, and the guy's just coming up with his food. Twice a day the rangers put food down at the feeding station. It's a regular meal for the orangutans who have been released back into the forest. There's no guarantee that you'll always spot them, but we've been here numerous times, and every time we've been, we've always seen them, and usually lots of macaques that join in the feed. As we stood there mesmerised, a female holding her young baby appeared and climbed her way down to the platform. She joined in the feed, but didn't stay too long and soon climbed back up. She feels more secure looking down from the safety of a nearby tree. Okay, so after a walk around the orangutan centre, we're now going to go and check out the Borneo Sun Bear Conservation Centre, which is actually right next door to Sepilok.
And is home to the world's smallest bear.
Yeah. There you go, look, there's a sign there, orangutan. Stay away, stay safe, 10 metres. Don't get closer than 10 metres.
10 metres.
It was about 2 metres away.
Yeah.
We didn't really have a choice.
Yeah, we didn't know.
So there you go, that is a picture of the sun bear. And it's called the sun bear because on their belly, it looks like almost like a sunrise. So hopefully we get to see some in the rehab centre today.
The only place in the world you can find sun bears is in Malaysia.
It's here.
We were actually just talking to the founder, and we asked him how many sun bears there are still in the wild, and the latest figures was about 1,000 in Borneo, and maybe 500 to 800 in Peninsular Malaysia. So they are very, very rare. So here you go. These are some of the sun bears that they've got here. Joe, Carla, they got different names, look.
That's how little they are. I'm 5'5" and a bit. That's how tiny they are.
Compared to a grizzly or a polar bear. So we've just come to the first viewing platform, and already you can see 3 bears down there, and there's another 3 or 4 bears down there. This is the only sanctuary in the world dedicated to sun bears, and currently houses 43 rescued bears. Unfortunately, these bears continue to be threatened by forest degradation, illegal hunting for bear parts, and poaching to obtain young cubs for the pet trade. This non-profit organisation rescues, rehabilitates and releases sun bears back into the wild. So that was great. You don't always see them so close to the platforms. Sometimes when we've been here before, you have to really look in the trees to see them, but we've been lucky today with the orangutan on the path, sun bears right next to the platform. Today's a good day for nature. Maybe that means we'll see elephants at the Kinabatangan later.
Well, I sent a memo. I don't know whether it got through.
I'll be pretty impressed, Marianne. We've got a nice high walkway so we can see. Oh, that's an interesting sign there. Beware of snakes. It's actually feeding time. You can actually see on the side of the tree there's a bee's nest. It's actually the stingless bee, so they don't actually sting you. Spotted a couple of lizards on the bank there. That's the thing about walking through the jungle, is there tends to be nature. If you look closely enough, you spot little things. Always amazes me with nature. Look at the spikes on this tree.
Yeah, it's not just the wildlife that will get you here.
You don't want to grab hold of that or brush against that when you're running through the rainforest. Right, so after that cool little walk round, I think we're going to grab a bit of lunch here, and then it's probably about a 2.5 hour drive down to the river, so best to refresh, use the loo before we hit the road again. And I think there's a little cafe here. Aircon. Oh, I love aircon. Aircon is my friend. Oh, good. Mie goreng ayam ada? Dua. Terima kasih. Thank you very much. Look at that. Chicken mie goreng, or fried noodles. It's my go-to dish actually. I love mie goreng with some of the local chili sauce. Just can't go wrong. The sauce that they cook it is so flavoursome. Nice salty, it's like a little bit of sweet. Delicious. Happy campers?
Always.
Okay, let's head down to the Kinabatangan River for the next leg of the adventure today. We just spotted a petrol station, so we're going to fill up with diesel before we carry on, just in case we don't see one for a while, because the next few days we are heading quite far south.
Diesel.
Jamie's asleep in the back.
That's because he feels so safe with my driving.
Uh-oh. Okay. So some of the petrol stations you have to prepay and then fill up, but they take like 200 ringgit, which is like 38, 39 pounds, and then they refund you anything that you don't use later. So all good, right. Nearly at the turn off for Lahad Datu and Tawau. So we turn left up here and then it's pretty well straight.
I always love driving and you see familiar places.
Yeah, because we've done this in tour buses before. So yeah, it always feels funny to drive on your own, doesn't it? What a fantastic day. I can't wait to see what else we can discover. It's quite interesting. You do drive. The roads are generally been not too bad, but there have been a few very deep potholes, which
They're not potholes, they're lakes.
you wouldn't want to hit those. I don't think, even in this vehicle. Monkeys just run over the road there. That's a pigtail macaque.
It's a bit of a bruiser.
They got attitude, the male pigtail macaques. They look really like beefy. Motorbike was a bit loaded. It's got his sails. It's like a mobile shop by the looks of it.
Turn right.
There we go. We're turning right now. This goes down towards the Kinabatangan River. Still got another 7 kilometers to go, or
1.2
about
kilometers.
3.5 miles.
Turn left.
It's a little bit grey up there today.
Turn left.
There. Oh, there's the sign. Hornbill Lodge, 3 kilometers. That's where we're going. Oh, exciting.
This is great.
Little village here.
I love going off the beaten track and down roads that we've never done before.
Yeah. You never know what you're going to find, do you? Nice big smile. Oh, the road's getting a bit smaller.
This is so exciting.
See if we can find some more orangutans and
Oh wow. I don't know that we can
proboscis
beat.
monkeys.
I don't think we can beat this morning's orangutan encounter. That was just
Yeah, I don't
epic.
think that's
And the sun bears are gorgeous. This is like a proper adventure,
This
isn't
is
it?
great.
I love these kind of roads, especially when I'm driving a truck like this. Trudy would be having kittens.
She would. So we've got 1 minute to go. But we're definitely in the rainforest now. I love this. You never know what you're gonna see.
You've arrived at your destination.
There you go, Hornbill Lodge is the sign.
Yay. Oh look.
Oh yeah, is it down there?
No, I think it's that way.
Hold on. Parking, there you go. We're here. Oh, it's amazing, look. These are all the huts. This is all new, this, oh wow, this is gonna be an amazing stay. Oh, it's very beautiful.
Hi, how are you? Thank you. Selamat datang.
Oh,
Oh,
amazing.
thank you.
Thank
Nice
you
to
very
meet
much.
you.
Nice to meet you. My name is Eva.
What's your name, sorry?
Eva.
Effa. Nice to meet you, Effa.
I think the rain's coming.
Yeah, they welcoming you guys.
Jamie
Yeah,
and
it's
Chris.
coming. We brought it with us. Oh, wow,
Yes.
you're right on the river. Look.
Oh, wow. This is beautiful.
Literally right on the river here. Oh, that's amazing. Wow, we've been to the river a few times before, but this is by far the best view we've had. And the rain is coming. You can see the wind is picking up.
This is really special.
It really is. This is definitely a good shot. What do you reckon, Jamie? Let's go and check out our room. Nice. Oh my goodness. Okay, I think we may have struck gold here. This is definitely the best accommodation we've ever stayed in on the river. Wow. Check that out. A view over the river and a very lovely looking bathroom. This is actually all new. This lodge was only built a year ago and they were building it when we came down the river last year. So yeah, very, very cool. So we're sat here just having a coffee. The first boat ride's supposed to be 12 minutes and the heavens have opened, like properly opened.
We're in a rainforest.
I think we're going to get a bit wet tonight. Luckily, they decided to postpone the boat ride until the rain slowed down. Okay, it's actually stopped raining. We've been waiting for like an hour. I got me waterproof trousers on so we don't get a wet bum. And we're off. Okay, let's go. I love cruising down the river. Every time is different, and you never know what you're going to see. Well, looking at the weather half an hour ago, I didn't think we were going to be going. And the rain stopped for us. Jumpa lagi.
Thank you, jumpa lagi.
Okay, we're going, Ezra. Let's go. Okay, you're gonna find us some elephants, yeah?
Oh, no.
The water is flowing so fast today.
Yeah.
It's been a lot of rain the last couple of weeks. So there's the lodge. That's where we're staying up there.
So, welcome to the Kinabatangan River.
Thank you, Azrael.
So, in here, no swimming. We have a very friendly crocodile. So, during the cruise, commonly you can see like a macaque, lot of macaques, proboscis monkey, and a lot of bird. But in here we have a big five, our big special five. Yeah. Crocodile, orangutan, elephant, proboscis monkey, and the rhinoceros hornbill. Hopefully we can complete all the big five.
We're lucky. I'm feeling lucky today.
Yeah.
And I sent a memo saying, please, can you come up? Can you come to the party?
Don't worry if we cannot see any elephant today, maybe we can try tomorrow. But the elephant right now, they are really far to the upstream.
Let's see what we can spot. That's the first of the big five, the proboscis monkey. It's easily recognizable by its unusually large nose. This rare primate can only be found here in Borneo.
Oh, it's a
squirrel.
It's a squirrel. Don't panic, it's a
squirrel.
It's just a squirrel. It's a very nice squirrel. That's a rhinoceros hornbill, the second of the big five. We spotted a pigtail macaque using one of the rope bridges. Halfway across he got a bit tired, so he's having a rest. The rope bridge helps wildlife cross the river and avoid the numerous crocodiles lurking in its muddy waters. It's particularly handy for the orangutans, who are not great swimmers. So we managed to get out on the boat for an hour, and it was a bit hard to see the animals tonight because it was a bit grey and the sun was just going down, but we've come back. We've got a little buffet dinner going on, and we got some beef rendang, which is the first time I've had it on this trip, which I absolutely love. Some Thai chicken, some greens, and some rice, and a nice cold tiger beer. So we've managed to see 2 of the big 5. Not a bad start. After dinner we headed out for a night safari. A different kind of experience, as some of the wildlife was going to sleep for the night, and others were just waking up. Azrael spotted a snake on the grass. Okay, Azrael, that's really close. The last thing I want is for it to drop on my lap. It's not poisonous though, right?
Yes, not poisonous.
Okay.
Not venomous.
Okay, you can back up a little bit.
So actually, even they call it non-venomous snake, but actually they have their own venom.
We spotted a few baby crocodiles. Okay, they're small, but that still counts as one of the big 5, right? Although, Azrael said it only counts as half. We then spotted a big croc in the distance. That's definitely the 3rd of the big 5 we've seen. We spotted a croc right next to a house, like literally at the end of their jetty. Quite a big one. Good morning, welcome back to the Kinnett Batangan. It's a little bit early this morning, we're up at 5:30, it's just after 6. We're about to go and do our little morning safari. The good news is, it's not raining, which is fantastic.
The other good news is I can rock a head torch.
You can, Marianne. There's something magical about the river first thing in the morning, with the low cover of mist and the rainforest just waking up. Trying to keep your camera still whilst you're bobbing up on the boat, up and down, is not that easy. Fingers crossed. If we're really lucky, we may spot the rare pygmy elephant. We spotted some more proboscis monkeys. The way he's looking at us, I'm not sure who's looking at who. We all decided to speed up and tried to get way upriver to see if we could spot any of the elephants. We kept our eyes peeled, but doesn't look like we're in luck this time. So apparently the elephants were actually seen here 3 or 4 days ago. That's right?
Yeah.
And they're heading downriver.
Heading.
So you never know, maybe this afternoon or tomorrow morning before we leave the river, we might get a glimpse of them, if we're lucky. Heading back, we realised that the floor was so uneven because normally these are steps up from the jetty, but the river was so high that they'd become level. Okay, well we didn't get any elephant sightings this morning, but we have worked up a bit of an appetite and it's breakfast time. What we got?
Bananas
Watermelon and
and
bananas.
watermelon.
I love these bananas because these are like the small local ones. They're really, really sweet.
They are.
And we've got some toast with some jam, butter and peanut butter by the looks of it.
Yeah.
We've got some dal, some curry, some scrambled eggs, prata. Oh, we've got prata and curry, that's good. Oh, waffles with honey. Oh, they smell good.
Muesli, cornflakes,
I wouldn't expect
tea,
to
coffee
see
and milk,
muesli.
and orange juice.
Beautiful. Okay, it's 11 o'clock and it's time to go for a little trek through the jungle. So they actually provide you with all these boots here. So let's get a size. What size? 10. It's always a good idea to tuck your trousers into your socks, Marianne, isn't it? Just in case there's any of those pesky leeches.
And it's not just about fashion, it is about leeches.
From the tower, you can enjoy the view.
Oh, nice.
And during the fruit season, but fruit season already ended. So during the fruit season, we can spot some orangutan, the gibbon, the hornbill around here.
That's electric.
It's off. It's an electric fence, guys, but don't worry, it's off. It's to stop the elephants, right? Okay, I already realised why we needed boots. The rainforest is hot and humid. The kind of weather that just a small amount of exercise makes you sweat. Oh wow, how old is it?
A little bit old.
It's elephant poo. It's a bit dry.
If it's warm,
If it's steaming, you know
That shows that they are around. So we're going to be quiet now. And maybe we see some animals. There's a lot of mosquitoes. A lot. Small elephant poo.
We're hiking up to the viewpoint.
In case you're wondering, it's very hot, very sweaty, but all good. You wouldn't expect anything else in a rainforest.
if you lost inside the jungle and you need help, and you find a big tree, just for example this one, you find a big buttress and you find the big stick.
Yeah?
Like this, and try to hit here.
Oh, the side.
Yes, so hopefully someone will notice.
Oh, it's very noisy.
Yeah, make sure it's a hard.
Hard stick.
I will ask my friend if they hear sound. Pak, dengar kosan, Pak? They hear the sound. And if you hear that and no one coming, use your phone.
So our guide was saying that they believe, according to their customs, that if somebody enters the jungle that's not prepared to deal with the dark spirits, the dark spirits keep them in the jungle so that they're unable to find their way out. But if you know the jungle, and the good spirits look after you. Luckily we've got a guide. Oh, you got a leech?
Yeah. You stick on your body like this.
Look, he's gonna let it stick.
Come on.
He's taking one for the team.
For example, like this.
Yes.
You just pick that up.
Yeah.
Make sure you take from the
whole body.
Yes, the whole body, and put on your palm, and then rub it.
Okay.
rub it until it's become dry and to your friend.
Oh.
You can give to somebody else.
Yeah. Make sure for the big one, because the teeth are very sharp.
Yeah.
Just the better way is just your repellent.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Oh, put some mosquito repellent on
Repellent.
and it will drop off.
Yes. But if you want a more challenging, interesting,
A more traditional way.
traditional way to speak from the bottom.
Under its teeth.
Yes, under its teeth.
But you have to get under.
Yes. If you put too hard,
Yeah.
the teeth will
Stay in.
stay in.
Is
your-
that bad for you? Can get infected or something?
Yeah.
Yes, but not really bad.
We're taking one for the team. So you get to come up here without the walk.
And the heat.
But if you do come, it's a reasonably steep walk, but you don't have to do the walk. You can just do the boat ride and enjoy nature from the comfort of the boat. But the noises of the jungle are very cool. It's a hornbill. Look how big this vine is. It's huge. Azrael spotted a strangle vine, which is used as a source of water here in the jungle.
There's a small hole that's
Oh, in the middle.
in the middle. It produces water.
It carries the water.
Yes, and actually we have a few types species of strangle vine are drinkable in here, but some of them are not drinkable. The spiky one, they said there's water, but not really poisonous, but it's bad for you.
So Azrael, our guide, was just saying that the strangle vines here, there's lots of them. On the one hand, they're good because the orangutan use them to get from tree to tree. On the other hand, they latch on from tree to tree, and when they eventually destroy a tree and it falls, it tends to take more than one tree with them. Look how beautiful that moss is. It's like really, really green and looks really, really soft. So we just spotted, if you look up this tree, you can see there's a nest here. And it's not any normal nest, it's an old orangutan nest. So we've made it to the observation tower, so we're going to have a climb. Should get a good view down over the river. Wow. There you go. As far as the eye can see, the Kinabatangan River looking downstream, and no buildings as far as the eye can see. Okay, so the guys at the lodge have actually rescued a baby squirrel.
Somewhere here.
It's behind Marianne's head.
It's found a
It's
dark
very
place.
friendly, look. You don't want it to go down your top, my sweet.
Well, they just go into dark places to
Dark
feel
places.
safe and warm. It's very cute. It has little tiny fingernails.
Oh, it's so cute.
So cute.
The little local black squirrel.
Yeah, these are just the common old squirrels here, but it's very cute.
It's very tame as well.
And somebody found it, one of the staff found it, and it was orphaned, so he just put it in his pocket, and now he's like a little friend to everybody.
We're heading back out. It's the afternoon. Look, the sun's coming out.
But we're still bringing our rain jackets just in case.
Yeah, you never know, really. And the river is so high. They say it's very rare to come up this high. Look, it's actually still rising, and just coming up over the jetty a little bit here. We quickly headed upstream. It's our last chance to head there and hopefully spot an elephant. It's pretty rare, but who knows, we might just get lucky. We kept a careful lookout, but no sign of them yet. But then this happened.
The most incredible sighting ever. The Bornean pygmy elephant is right over there.
We waited to see if it appeared again, but it didn't. But then we heard some branches break, so repositioned the boat in the hope that we'd spot it walk past. It happened. Yay, we spotted an elephant. That is a good call. We got a shot of its backside, but that's special. Yeah. We might see it. You might see it further down. We're still looking to see if we can spot it.
Oh, there's a man.
You can smell the male elephant. It actually smells a bit like a horse.
Yeah, it does.
It's a very strong smell. You can hear it walking through the rainforest. So we're hoping it comes back out. We kept moving a little more upstream, and then we saw him one last time before he disappeared into the forest. It's the last time we're heading out on the river. Will we get to spot an orangutan? Fingers crossed. Just spotted a female orangutan with a baby. I'm gonna try and get up into the grasses a bit. I saw those snakes last night in the grasses. We haven't got a clear view of it, but we saw it, an orangutan. That actually makes all 5 of the big 5 in Borneo. As we're all saying, it's only a quarter because we saw the crocodile from a distance and the babies don't count. But we saw it. I got it on video, so we saw it. So there's 5. We were just about to leave when it came out of the tree. What an amazing sight to see a wild orangutan in its natural habitat. We've been super lucky for sure. All of Borneo's big 5 on one stay on the river. It's been a magical experience and one I won't forget. We hope you've enjoyed coming with us. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.